Welcome all of you. Myself, Professor Satish Aware, Civil Engineering Department, Sinhagad Institute, Solapur. This is the lecture on the financial management. That is one part of financial management. It is a linear break-even analysis. In this lecture, we are going to study about the linear break-even analysis. It's a theoretical concept, and a problem regarding these concepts are discussed in the next video. So visit this video also. Now let's come to the point. What is linear break-even analysis? It is the deterministic model used for evaluating the investment proposals. There are number of proposals or one proposals. For this proposal, we are going to apply this analysis, this technique, to determine whether this is acceptable or rejectable, where this is economical or non-economical. Okay. Now this is also known as cost volume profit analysis. This analysis is also known as cost volume profit analysis. Okay. It represents the level of sales. It represents the level of sales at which cost and revenue are in equilibrium, or the equilibrium point being known as break-even point. Means it is the point whereas the total profit and total loss is in equilibrium, that is no loss, no profit. Okay. It is no profit, no loss point. As we see the graph, we get the more clear idea about this. It is the basic and logical concept. Okay. This analysis assumes that the total cost can be separated by fixed cost and variable cost. Total cost can be separated by fixed cost and variable cost. What is fixed cost and what is variable cost? We are going, let's see. Fixed cost, it is the cost we have to pay. It doesn't depend on how much units you have sell or how much unit you have stored. It doesn't depend on units. It is the fixed cost we have to pay, independent on the units of production or units of sales. Let's the example of the fixed cost, that is the rent of some shop, electricity, water charges, some taxes, like this. It doesn't depend on how much units you have stored or you have sell. Hence this cost is called as fixed cost. And what is variable cost? This cost is depends on how much units you have sell. Means it is the selling price of a particular unit. Sorry, it is a purchasing price of a particular unit. Means how much unit you have purchased, stored and sell. The cost regarding this sale is variable cost. Okay. Now the approaches can be used to determine break-even point. There are two approaches which are used to determine break-even point. One is the analytical approach, that is the formula approach, and one is the graphical approach, that is a chart approach. Let's see one by one. Okay. Once again, I repeat, this break-even analysis is a very basic and important applicable concept for the financial management or business point of view. It is a basic and first, I can say the first applicable concept for starting any business or considering any proposals. So it is a very simple and very basic concept, but important. Now let's see the formula approach. What is formula approach and how we verify the formula, or how we derive the formula from this approach. Okay. Suppose there are terms. So S is the unit selling price. S is the unit selling price. Because of selling, assume as the S. Okay. Now V is the unit purchase price. It is also called as the variable cost, as we discussed in above concept. Okay. Fixed cost and variable cost, as we discussed, variable cost is the purchase price of a particular item. It may be manufacturing price or purchase price. Maximum cases it's supposed as the purchase price. Means for example, we take the pen. Okay. Then purchase price of that pen is 8 rupees. Okay. Then variable cost is 8 rupees and selling price of that pen is 10 rupees. Let's take the little example. Then S is equal to 10 rupees and V is equal to 8 rupees. maximum cases or all cases S is always less than V. S is always greater than V. Okay. V is always less than S because selling price is always maximum, and that's why we are going to choose the particular business. If selling price is less, variable price, that is purchase price, is greater, it doesn't a business in profit, it's always in loss. Okay. Now fixed cost. What is the fixed cost? It doesn't depends on units. Let's take the units of this selling price. It's the rupees per unit. Variable cost is always rupees per unit, but fixed cost is always in terms of rupees. It doesn't depends on how much unit you have sell, how much unit you have manufactured or stored. Okay. Now for deriving the equation of break-even point, QB is the break-even point in terms of units. Means after how much unit you have sell, your profit is equal to your loss. There is no profit, no loss point. Means from selling this QB, that is break-even point units, you recover your fixed cost as well as the variable cost on that particular units. Okay, this is the QB, break-even point in terms of units. Break-even points, there are in terms of three categories. First one in terms of unit, second times it can be calculated in terms of cost, and in third times it can be calculated in terms of percentage. Okay, this is basic. QB is calculated basically in terms of units. Now what is total revenue? Let's take the total revenue, means total income. Revenue means income. Okay, how will you calculate the income? We sell the QB amount of units. Okay, it may be 800, 900, 1000. Let's take the example of short example of notebooks. Okay, you are making a stall of notebook for selling the notebooks. Okay, for the new academic year, a new academic educational year. Okay, for this purpose you are supposing to sell, you are assuming to sell the notebooks from this stall. Okay, then the selling price of one notebook is 20 rupees. Let's take the example. Selling price of one notebook is 20 rupees and purchasing price of one notebook is 15 rupees. Means we have to purchase a single notebook at 15 rupees and we sell this notebook as 20 rupees. But we required a stall or we required a shop, and the rent of stall or rent of the shop, electricities are included in this. Okay, now this fixed cost means the rent of stall. Let's take simple example, rent of stall as a fixed cost. Okay, then how much revenue you generate if you sell the QB amount of notebooks, that is it may be 500, 800, 900 notebooks. If you sell, then how much unit you have, how much rupees you have collect? QB into S. S is the selling price. Okay, as you say it is the 20 rupees, means one notebook you sell for the 20 rupees. Then how much revenue you generate? QB into S. Okay, but how much cost you have to pay? Cost means outgoing. Whenever you see the cost word in this concept regarding financial management or under the management, cost is always known as outgoings and revenue is always known as incomings. Profit concept is different, loss concept is different, income concept is different, outgoing concept is different. I will clear here. Then how much rupees you have to pay? It's a cost. How much rupees you have to pay? F is the fixed cost, that is rent of that stall. V is the variable cost, that is purchase cost of that notebooks. Means if you store 1000 notebooks, then purchase cost of this 1000 notebooks is 1000 into 15 rupees. Similarly, you have to pay the rent of that stall for 1 month, 2 months, etc. It doesn't depends on the time. Okay, or directly you have purchased the new stall, it may be. Then the cost of this fixed cost regarding this stall is suppose 1000 rupees. Suppose it is the rent per month, and you are assuming to make the stall for a particular 1 month. After that, demand of notebook going to reduce or going to negligible. Hence, we decide only 1 month you have to choose the business of selling notebooks and making a stall of these notebooks. Stall has the rent of 1000 rupees for that particular time, that is month. Purchase cost is 15 rupees per notebook and selling price is suppose 20 rupees per notebook. Then how much revenue generated? your revenue generated is QB into S. QB means how much units you have to store. Let's little example. I will clear concept about the QB. Okay, and total cost means your outgoings. How much you have to pay for purchasing this notebook. Similarly, for the rent of this stall, that is F plus QB into V. Okay, but at break even point, as you know, at break even point, QB into S is equal to F plus QB into V. That is, total revenue generated is equal to total cost. As we say, at the break even point, no profit, no loss. Okay, that is, cost and revenues are in equilibrium. This is the condition of break even point. Means we have to calculate after the how much notebooks you have sold, you recover your fixed cost, that is the rent of that stall, and similarly the amount which have to pay for selling that much particular notebooks, particular units of notebooks, that is variable cost plus fixed cost. You have to equilibrium in the your revenues, in terms of your revenues. If you equate QB into S equal to F plus QB into V, that is, we have to sort out this QB at one side. Therefore, this QB into V going to here, okay, and it becomes QB into S minus V. Okay, QB into S minus V is equal to F. Okay, therefore QB is equal to F divided by S minus V. This is the basic and important equations which are going to use in our complete this break-even analysis numericals. Okay, and if there is a question on break-even point for the example, you have to derive this equation and mention what is fixed cost, variable cost, sales price, break-even point in terms of rupees, in terms of units. Okay, this is the QB break-even point in terms of units. And now we calculate break-even point in terms of rupees. Means after how much rupees you have collect, your break-even point is going to. Therefore, RB is equal to QB into S. Means collected amount. Amount is equal to number of units sales into selling price. It's a basic. How much unit you have sell and what is the selling price of single unit, that is S. The product of QB into S is the break-even point in terms of sales, in terms of rupees. Whenever you see the word sales, its meaning is always rupees. Are you getting this? Sales is also called as rupees, or sometimes sales in terms of maybe units, but maximum cases sales, whenever you see sales, it's in terms of rupees. Then what is RB? RB is equal to QB into S. What is QB? QB is the F divided by S minus V into S. This is the break-even point in terms of rupees. But sometimes we have to calculate break-even point in terms of percentage. Okay. Therefore, PB is equal to QB divided by Q. Q is the total capacity. Okay, it is the total estimated sale or capacity sales. Means how much notebook you are purchased to sell. Okay, how much unit you have to purchase to sell. Suppose you purchased 2,000 notebooks in your stall. 2,000 notebooks in your stall to sell this. Okay, and if you get from this formula, you get the QB as a particular amount. Suppose after the selling of 900 notebooks, let's take the example as a randomly, not exactly. Okay, after selling 900 units, 900 notebooks, you recover your fixed cost, that is rent on the stall. Similarly, variable cost, and you get the QB as the 900 units. Okay, and your capacity is the 2,000 units, 2,000 sales. Okay, then PB is the 900 divided by 2,000, means after how much percentage of notebook you sell, your recovery will get. As PB is lesser, are you getting this? As PB is lesser, then your risk is going to reduce. Means you recover your investment as early as possible at less percentage of sales. Are you getting this? This is the fundamental of taking risk in business or choosing the proposal. This is PB in terms of break-even point in terms of percentage of capacity. One note we have to take here: the excess of actual or budgeted sale, that is Q, the excess of actual or budgeted sale over the break-even sale is called as margin of safety. It is the margin of safety, that is Q minus QB. How much units you have stored and how much unit after selling how much units your break-even point is obtained. The remaining part is called as margin of safety. As your margin of safety is higher, your risk is lower. As your margin of safety is higher, your risk is lower, and at this point your profit is higher regarding this particular business. That then MS. What is MS? It is the margin of safety ratio, MS ratio. It is the margin of safety ratio. It is the Q minus QB divided by Q. That is margin of safety divided by Q. That is total budgeted sale or stored stock or total sales. This is the MS ratio, margin of safety ratio. Now take this same concept with the help of chart approach. Break-even point concept with the help of chart approach. In this approach, you will get more detail or more clearly this concept you will understand. Okay, the break-even chart represents a pictorial view of relationship between cost, volume, and profit. What is cost? Means outgoings. Profit, it is your gain, and volume is your stored stock or your total stock. This is the graph. Okay, in this graph our x-axis is the number of units, okay, sales units, how much units you have to sell, you have stored, okay. On y-axis it is the cost or revenue, or it is the rupees. Okay, here you see the three lines. One is the horizontal line, exactly horizontal line. It is a fixed cost line. It doesn't depend on units. It doesn't depend on x-axis coordinates. Means it is a parallel to x-axis. Your number of units sale increases, decreases. It doesn't affect the fixed cost. Means the rent you have to pay, as per previous example, the rent you have to pay on the notebook stall, it doesn't depend on how much notebook you have sold, how much notebook you have stored or purchased. It doesn't depend on units. It's always parallel to the x-axis. This line is called as a fixed cost line. Fixed cost line. Okay. Now one line is inclined from starting of fixed cost. This line is called as a total cost line. Total cost line. This is the variable cost plus, sorry, it is the variable cost plus fixed cost. Means how much unit you have sell, the purchase price of that unit is adding, the purchase price of that unit is adding in a fixed cost, then this is the variable cost plus fixed cost. It is a total cost line. It is the variable cost plus fixed cost, total variable cost plus total fixed cost. And variable cost is obviously always depends on how much unit you have sell. Okay, at selling of 0 units, your variable cost is 0 obviously, but you have to pay the purchase fixed cost, that is fixed amount you have to purchase. And as how much unit you have going to sell, your variable cost going to increase, that is purchase price of that units which you sell. And there is a third line, that is sale line. Okay, and this is your revenue generated line. Sale line is the revenue generated line. What is total cost line? It is our outgoings, and sale line is our incoming. Okay, this is our income, and blue line indicates our outgoing. And at a particular point B, our income is equal to outgoings. Our income is equal to outgoing. That is, two lines are overlap here, intersect here, and this point is called as break-even point. Okay, and the portion below break-even point is our loss. Okay, portion below break-even point is our loss, and portion after break-even point is our profit. Let's consider. Be carefully. Okay, and what is the margin of safety? It is the difference of total stock minus break-even point. It is the difference between total stock or total sales minus break-even point. And here is theta, one angle you are going to see theta. Sometimes, for example, sometimes in rarely cases, angle of incidence may be asked. You can easily calculate through the trigonometry, that is ABC, angle ABC, that is theta 2. Suppose this is theta 2, okay, and angle ABD, that is theta, sorry, this is theta 2, and angle ABC as a theta 1, and the difference between theta 1 and theta 2, we go into theta here. You can calculate with the help of trigonometry. But how much you calculate point A? It is the RB, obviously. What is C? C, it is the variable cost plus fixed cost, okay. C minus RB, you get the AC. What is the D? It is total revenue sales. What is D? It is total revenue sale. Okay, let's see the further. If in exam there is a question on theta, then you can go the further calculation. If there is no any question for theta, you calculate only discuss the above topics, that is margin of safety ratio, PB, RB, and QB. That's it, and that's enough. And sometimes if profit is asked, profit is obviously we know it is the cost minus sales income minus outgoing revenue minus costs. It is basic and fundamental. Therefore, theta can be calculated as theta 2 minus theta 1, as we discussed. What is theta 2? Theta 2, it is the AD divided by AB, that is tan inverse QS minus QB into S divided by Q minus QB, and you get tan inverse S, that is theta 2. Okay, theta 2, it is the tan inverse S, and theta 1 we calculate tan inverse AC divided by AB, that is tan inverse F plus Q into V minus QB into S divided by Q minus QB. It is more lengthy, but it is basic, and if you use your logic for solving such kinds of trigonometrical problems, you will calculate more clearly from this graph also, or from this your basic calculations also. Okay. In these lectures, it's enough about the break-even analysis concept. If you have any queries, any doubts about this session, then please ask in comment. If you like this video, then make the like, and if you want the same kinds of video from the engineering management concepts, then subscribe this video, subscribe this channel. Thank you.